This is corn dog. Have you heard about corn dogs? You might have, but have you heard about corn dog? I'm a designer, yes, I know my stuff.
Hello, my name is Carla, and I'm the dancing office lady from Tokyo. I first came to Japan in 2019, where I did an internship for about 2 months at a print and web design company. My first contact with Japan was the Japanese office culture. And it was a bit of a shock, but I just clicked and I loved it. They gave me little tasks like writing a blog or photoshopping pictures, nothing really complicated like that, because I think they kind of underestimated me at the time. But I just had the best time here. The country and the people, they were so nice. I just knew I wanted to come back. I've always liked the storytelling of Japanese work. I've loved Pokemon ever since I was young. And I liked anime, and I got into manga, and I played more Japanese RPGs like the Persona series, Final Fantasy. And I had to know where this media comes from and why I click with it so much. I tried to deny that part of myself for a long time because, people online call you cringe if they know you like games and anime. And people at school also didn't treat me as well. Now it's kind of cool to like anime, manga, and there's so many series on Netflix, right? But back in the day, it was still pretty uncool to like these things. But I wanted to know more, so I wanted to come to Japan. But Japan is kind of expensive, isn't it? So I tried to find a way that's cost effective. And what is more cost effective than just working? So that's how I got to come to Japan, finally. During my internship, I was actually still a university student. So I went to Osaka and did the internship in my break from university. And I went back to Germany, finished my university degree, and then the pandemic happened. Japan itself was closed. I searched far and wide for like a new job opportunity or anything in Japan. But even during my time that I was back in Germany, I would just keep up with my contacts that were back in Japan, and I got to know new people who have like similar hobbies. One of these contacts was a family member of this company's president. He told him about me, like, oh, I know like a German lady, and she's kind of looking for a job and something. And our company president, he was like, the automobile industry in Germany is so big and famous. Maybe that's our way to break in. Let's get that German lady over to us. But thanks to that, I got a job opportunity in Japan. This company actually operates and works with a lot of automobile brands in Japan. So the big natural step for the company president is conquering the international water. That's where I come in, as the international bridge to Europe. I think my Japanese is pretty decent. For a small office like this and for the work I do, it's totally N3 is fine. My actual job at this company is kind of hard to describe. I'm in the sales promotion department. My work includes design tasks, from designing like inserts for vending machines, product proposals, novelty product ideas, to translation work. Our company exhibits at Comiket. I built this actually for our Comiket booth because we wanted to like appeal our traffic road safety goods, right? Because we make cones and cone covers. We're like a printing company, so we have lots of like samples of different materials and colors. This is actually one of our original company products, which is called a double cutter. And it's there to cut the labels of your plastic PET bottles for recycling. We pop this and just slide it along to be able to more easily take off the label for recycling, especially like for old people or kids. User friendly. I told them no, look at this. What's the appeal? And I made double cutter. So this is actually one of our main products that's also being sold to Germany right now. This is called a poster fit, which is a magnetic. お疲れ様です。お大事に。 One thing that positively surprised me about coming here and working at a Japanese company is that Japanese people, they don't take bullshit. A lot of people are like, oh, I thought Japanese people are shy and they just take whatever given to them. But that's not true. In the 3 years I've worked at this company, right, over 8 people have quit in my department alone. They may not like fight or protest or openly oppose you, but if, for example, they don't like a company or working conditions, they will quit. Japanese people have an agenda and they follow it and they think of their well-being. So that's something I really want people to actually know. Like, Japanese people are funny, Japanese people are resilient. So that's like a positive culture shock in a way, I think. The first video I ever uploaded was on February the 22nd, 2023, I think, on Cat Day. Because it's ni, it's 222, February 22nd, right? So it's called nya nya nya. Oh god, it was so awkward. My office is pretty good at just ignoring. It's like, oh, you do your work, I do mine. We live in peace and harmony, you know.
会社中踊ってたんだよね。
最初はそれです。
そう。で、最初はうるさいなって思ってたんだけど、だんだん見てる間に、面白いね。すごい会社が明るくなりましたよね。いや、みんな面白くて、どれもね、こうオツつけがたいかな。まあ、だけど、うちの社長がね、とっても寛大な人なので、まあ、やりたいようにやりなさいということなので。
ありがたく。
ありがたく。もうみんな、もう、カーラさんが、はい。
丸山さんってさ、体重測ることみんなすごい、なんか今日は測りの日みたいな。
そうだ。バッグ買ったとかね。
そう。
丸ぐらいかな。丸はもう自分で出たいっていう方かな。
This is Maruyama-san's desk, right? They put this on the table to say he's not here today because they say he looks similar to him. They're just so goofy.
スターだの？
スターですよ。シルバーフォックスでしょ。
あ、シルバーフォックス。だからおじいちゃんだよね、シルバーフォックス。
それも池王子みたいな感じ。池王子。
まあ池王子。でもおじいちゃん、自分じゃもうちょっと若いつもりでいるんだけどな。
So what started this all is again my company president. And he saw these tiki-taka. Oh yes, these young people, they love this social media stuff. I think we should get on that. And I'm like, okay, give me permission and I'll learn how to do this stuff. Because the nice thing about my company or our company president is you can make mistakes. Even if the social media thing didn't go anywhere, just learning about it and how it works was a merit to him and to the company and the future of the company as well. If you invest and your investment fails, you still have learned from it. The thing is, like, the videos are for an English language market, right? But we don't have any English language product. I'm working on that right now. They actually made me the Amazon account manager for Amazon Germany. And now some of our poster fit frames are somewhere in a German warehouse. If you'd like a magnetic poster frame, please buy. It's kind of awkward and embarrassing for people to see you dance around the office at times. If it's something with my colleagues, them eating stuff or doing something, it's all unscripted, natural, one take. If it's for my dancing videos, I do need a lot of takes because I cannot dance. I do get a lot of comments, you cannot dance for shit, you're not on rhythm. It's true. I don't even have music. I try my best. I just try to, be funny. Online discourse is wonderful, especially when it comes to Japan. Some people will say you are ruining Japanese culture. And then on the other side, you're representing Japan in too positive of a light. The culture is terrible. Workplace is toxic. You're just such a weep. These people don't know me. I pay my taxes. I contribute to this society. In moments like these, I turn to my colleagues who know the real me. And they're like, yo, Carla, you should stop reading that shit, bro. They don't know anything about you. Like, you're not ruining any culture. We're having fun here. Thank you so much. And don't listen to these unhinged people online. And I think that's the most important thing when you do content online to turn to the people in your real life, your friends, your family, your colleagues who know you, and just get back on the ground. You're you. Don't let anybody else tell you who you're supposed to be. The worker laws or treatment here is very different. In Germany, we have so many laws that protect workers' rights, right? And health as well. So if you get sick, you get a doctor's note and you just can rest. People here, they come to work sick and they spread it to everyone else. Or they have to use their paid time off. Minimum wage in Japan is different by region, even with like the inflation and the prices rising now. Working minimum wage in Tokyo is dreadful. It's not about the money for me, but that's just the differences between Germany and Japan. But people are nice here still, I wish I had more time off to actually travel Japan as a whole. Like, I've never been to Okinawa or Hokkaido. I almost watch anime daily, probably. I always watch the things that are being broadcasted now in Japan, so I'm always up to date. I have a big collection of chicken. Karage-kun is the mascot of Lawson and the fried chicken especially. And I love Karage-kun. Ever since I first come to Japan, 2019 in Osaka at that internship, I used to buy Karage-kun, like this fried chicken for my lunch break. And I kept the packages. I made a collage of all the packages. Yeah, I like Karage-kun. I've liked chickens ever since I was young. I even made like a chicken movie at university. It's called Jikjira. My bachelor thesis was about doshinshi. So this year is the manga I drew myself. It's mostly about my office life in Japan here, honestly. You'll see some of my colleagues in here and my Japanese ex-boyfriend who tried to feed me a live lobster once. But I've always liked manga, and especially doshinshi, which are like indie published manga. So I've always wanted to make one myself. I think it's rather refreshing to go back to Germany and having everyone be totally honest and direct with you. It's kind of nice that you don't have to like read between the lines, kuki o yomu, reading the air in Japanese, right? I think Japan for content creation has stricter laws when it comes to putting people online, like people's faces and their privacy. When you do something with content and Japanese people, it's also important to have some kind of knowledge about Japanese and culture and how you approach things. I've always wanted to have like a place of my own in Japan, really, like a house or something like where I just have this piece that's just mine. But recently the laws around foreigners owning stuff and even visa laws are starting to change with the new prime minister and the general atmosphere in Japan. It's still a dream of mine to maybe own a little piece for myself in this wonderful country. Now that some of my videos have blown up and I see what comes with that, I feel like I just want to stay stable and have people just see the real Japan in my content, not the stereotypes, the cliches. Just, I want to keep representing the Japan I see and the one I experience every day, and to bring that to the people. It would be nice to earn something or earn something substantial with it, but I'm just content with how things are going and just keeping that going and living, laughing, loving with my coworkers, My father once asked my Japanese ex-boyfriend if they have spaghetti in Japan. Maybe he was kind of like just trying to think of something to do conversation, but wow, haben die denn spaghetti in Japan? Please put that in just to shame him.